Let's talk about peach farming. Hello, my good viewers. Charles here once again, CEO and founder Mochamu Green Growers Limited. It's yet again, we are in another episode where today we'll be discussing about peach growing or peach farming. With me here, I have like 5 kilos of golden peach. Yeah, golden peach. When people hear about golden peach, and when you are told about, buying the seedlings at 10,000, they imagine, I don't know what they imagine about. But if by any chance you happen to buy that tree, regardless of the price that you buy at, let me tell you, it's worth it. It's worth it. Today we'll be focusing on peach farming, and as you can see, these are very, very, very huge fruits with very nice color, as you can see. Generally, it may not look red. As you can see, there are some patches that are red, and I'll explain why. Yeah? I'll give you a reason why we don't have a red color, like a uniform red color. And it's a problem that we have, it's an issue that is on our side. I will explain it to you in just a bit. So these are peach farming and they are very heavy. I'll have to put them aside actually for the purposes of, they are 280. They are too heavy. Peach farming. Let's talk about peach growing or peach farming. As you can see behind me, this is just a single plant. This particular plant is holding over 2,000 fruits. But that's how many fruits are here?
More than 2,000.
Close to 3,000, right?
Yeah.
Close to 3,000 fruits, and I'll show you how they are doing. Well, I feel buying a seedling at 10,000 is exorbitant, in my own view, in my own personal view. 10,000 is too exorbitant, but it's worth it. On the other hand, it's worth it. If I show you around how much this tree is holding, that 10,000, you are going to make it, or you are going to get that your 10,000 within a very short time. Within a very, 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 very short time. Probably in one single harvest from a single tree, it should give you your 10,000 back. But for us, we normally don't sell at 10,000. We only sell them at 2,500 shillings per plant. Okay? Yeah, it's always good to consider the one who is farming. There are all kind of farm inputs. Like there are a whole lot of activities that will require you to go back to your pocket and feed the plant. Maybe watering, maybe adding manure, irrigation, all those stuffs. They will require you to have, but it's not very expensive simply because these ones, we grow them organic. 100% organic. 100% organic. Like the way you guys grow plums, because like plums, they do like almost in every homestead, especially in those people who are in the Mount Kenya region. You know how we normally grow them. They are very organic. They have their own season. They come at their own, That's how we do peach. No spraying. We rarely add manure to these plants. Let me tell you, these plants can take their roots up to like 5 meters. 5 meters, just 5 meters to get food. So we find it, awkward to fill the whole 5 meters radius with manure. And you can imagine the way they are fruiting right now, the number of fruits that you can see, we do it organic. No, actually we haven't even added manure, and I'll explain why. This is just a branch. This is just a branch, you know, this one. This is just another branch, you see, and you can see we haven't even reached to the trunk, or where the main stalk is. It's way down there. So you can imagine, if this is where the branch is, the roots means they are, you know, they are this far, and the plant is still doing very well. So it's worth it. So today we learn several things. We are going to learn on how to train pitch, the best or the correct method of training pitch. Also the challenges that normally comes with pitch, because I've already mentioned about how we do it organic. They don't need spraying, you know, they produce highly, you know. Well, I would say that those are advantages. We'll still talk about the disadvantages, because we farmers or we nursery dealers, we focus on the advantages, and we fail to tell farmers the disadvantages about growing pitch. And I'll give you a number of reasons. I just want to sell you the seedlings, okay? And once I sell you the seedlings, I'll also sell to you the advantages of growing them. But on the other side, there is also another section where we have disadvantages. And for nursery dealers, we normally don't tell farmers about the disadvantages, or what you are supposed, or what you are about to encounter. Now, peaches. Let's go to the disadvantages. Disadvantage number one, that is killing farmers. Peaches normally have poor, very poor shelf life. Okay? Poor shelf life. So, if I were to sell these peaches to you, you need to consume them in less than 3 days. Not like apples, because you know apples are grouped into two. There are those that we call them early maturing varieties and late maturing varieties. You'd find that the early maturing varieties like Anna, like Brabant, not Brabant, like Golden Dorset, they are early maturing varieties. And these early maturing varieties normally have very poor shelf life. Okay, but late maturing varieties like Brabant, like I think Crisp Red, they normally have a longer shelf life. Okay, they have a longer shelf life, but they take a longer time. They take a very long time before the fruits are ready. They can even go up to 7 months, 8 months once the berries were formed. And when I talk of berries, I'm talking about these tiny forming fruits. You see, like this one, these are berries. So right from when that apple formed those berries, late maturing varieties normally take a very long time. They can even take up to 8 months before they start, before they are ready for, you know, consumption. But early maturing varieties can take up to 2 months. 2 months, like Anna, like the Golden Dorset, but they will take a shorter time, shorter shelf life. They won't give you a good shelf life in that case. Now, when we talk of peaches, peaches will also behave more like the apples. These ones, as you can see, they are only 1 month and a half, and you can see most of them are ready. But now what happens? At the end of the day, once you, like the ones that we have plucked from the tree, I'm supposed to eat them from today, tomorrow, and the day after. Okay? From there, it's either you dispose them, and they won't taste the same. Those ones who have peaches in their home, they can attest to this. They won't give you a good shelf life. They need a ready market. Like, I have to look for a market when they are still on the tree. Okay, and for those who come to buy the fruits, they must have also where they are taking the fruits, not going and having a dead stock there that you don't know where you are taking it. So peaches, that is the disadvantage number one. Number two is that they fruit once in an year. Okay, they fruit once in an year, especially for those people who are in highlands. Like for us, we are just near to the Aberdares. They fruit once in an year. Okay, but it is once and a heavy production. So this one, they took a whole year before they behave more or less like peach, like plums. Like the way you see plums normally shed all the leaves. You don't have to necessarily pluck or do defoliation to peaches. They do self defoliation. They drop off all the leaves. So the other disadvantage that I would say is that peaches are highly affected, or they are highly terrorized by birds. And also here I also introduce another menace, the beetles. Just like the way mangoes are, the beetles normally attack the new forming flowers. It's the same case when it comes to peaches. But for the peaches, they normally don't attack the flowers. They mainly attack the fruits, and I'll show you. Beetles normally eat peaches like the way birds normally eat, and I'll show you. I don't know whether it's because of the soft skin, because peaches, despite the fact that peach is a bit crunchy, it has a very soft skin. The outer skin is very soft, unlike that one of an apple. So if you can see the quality of the fruits that I'm having, most of them are attacked. Now this one I don't know whether it's birds. This one I don't know whether it's birds or the beetles that have done this. So that's also another challenge. Yes. They will take a whole year cycle for the tree to give you this one. Everything that disadvantage normally comes with an advantage. Once they produce, okay, they will take a whole year, right? So that they give you this one. But they will compensate the whole months, the whole 12 months that they have not been producing, because they will produce a lot of fruits. If I tell you, like whatever we have now, we are even supporting the branches because of how they are producing. They are highly producing. We had to look for supports to ensure that there are no breakages of the branches, because we haven't done, we have not been pruning. The other issue we have here in this farm is that we did not use the right training method, the right pruning and the right training, and that is why you see the whole of this place is bushy. By the way, this is our nursery in Nyeri. I didn't actually tell you where we are. We are in our Nyeri farm. This is Nyeri. Let me show you. Yeah, there was a reason as to why I was telling you the fruits are not having a uniform color, because they are supposed to be red in color. Okay, but because of our training method or our pruning method, in peaches we do use a different training method. Like I did another video showing you how to use a lateral branch or a central reader system. Using a central leader system is ideal for apples. You can use apples, you can use apricot, you can also use peaches as your training method. But for peach, the very best training method is called open center method. Open center method is when, I don't know, let me look for a branch to explain exactly what I'm saying or what I mean. Let's assume, let me look for a perfect branch like this one. Let's assume this is your tree. Okay, we assume this is your tree, and this is the lateral terminal, or this the central leader system. Let me use the lateral terminal, because if I use the central leader, it is now taking us to another training method. Let me use lateral branch, or not lateral terminal. These are lateral branches, lateral branches. This is the lateral terminal. Okay, so this is the main branch. This is the one that is branching this one, branching this one, branching this one, branching this one. Okay, so for peaches, I would advise you to use an open center. What do I mean by open center? We do away with the lateral terminal. This is the lateral terminal. Okay, we do away with this one. So you are going to cut it. For instance, you can consider having like 4 to 8 branches. You can say 4 to 8 branches. Like this one has 1, 2, 3, 4. And if yours will have, okay, this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, and the lateral terminal, which is the 5th one. Okay, in your case, maybe you might consider having 8 branches. So whatever I'll demonstrate here, you will imagine maybe your consider or your preferred branches, because for me, I would ask you to go for like 4 branches. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a perfect example. So what you will do by open center, you are going to cut the lateral terminal. This main tree. This is the main tree. Let me call it the main tree. This one, the one that has come from the roots going up. You know, this is our lateral branch, or the lateral terminal, the main tree. Okay, so you are going to open it from here. You just cut it from this point, from here. So you'll have something looking like this. Then you bend these branches to ensure there is the air is penetrating, the sunlight is penetrating, and you get quality fruits with even color, because this color, the red color, is mainly you obtain it when the fruit is properly hit by the sun, or where the fruit is accessing the sunlight. Okay, where the fruit is accessing the sunlight, that is where you get that the fruit is turning red. But it's because our training method is poor. Okay, but we had to do this so that we can train you. We also train a few trees. We will train a few trees so that we will have a comparison between the ones that we haven't trained in a better way, and those that are well trained. Those that are well trained, and those that are not trained at all. So this method will give you very good fruits, very quality fruits. So we were imagining this is a tree. We have the roots from down here. This is a tree by itself. So in my case, my tree has 1, 2, 3, 4 branches, and we have used an open center method, a center opening method. I would say center opening method, like you can see. So this tree will give me very nice fruits, very quality, very good size fruits, and it will not produce a lot of fruits that are of poor quality, because I also show you my trees have a mixture qualities of fruits, because we haven't trained. We never also had a chance to do thinning, because also thinning is very, very, very much important. Yeah. Another thing to note, peaches will give you a very nice texture, of the fruit. It's very crunchy, just like the apples, just like the Braeburn apples, like the Pink Lady, like the Crispy Red. They are very crunchy, not something that can bore you when you're consuming it. They normally have a very nice texture, but this texture, with the time, if I happen to crack these fruits and I'm unable to consume them in less than 2 days or in less than 3 days, I'll have to dispose these fruits. Okay. Okay. I'll also discuss about another sister of peach called Nectarine. Nectarine, the other varieties that may not give you this size of fruit, they will give you maybe slightly smaller, and there are those other Nectarine varieties that would give you very huge, like this one, fruits, very huge fruits. The difference between Nectarine and peach is that peach normally have a fur skin. It has some fur, okay, that when you are eating, you have to wipe the fur, okay. I don't know if it is called fur or whatever it is called, but roamba, people from Nyeri can know what I'm saying. They do have roamba. I don't know what roamba is called, whether it's fur or I don't know. So you have to wipe it before you eat. You wipe it thoroughly. You need to have a clean cloth, a clean piece of cloth. You wipe it. And they do have a texture of an apple also. And the name golden is coming from what I'm about to show you. Let me show you just now. Okay, very juicy. You see, the golden, if you look at the color of that fruit, is yellowish golden. That's where the name golden peach normally, you see a lot of juice. It has a lot of juice, That's where the name golden peach came from. They are crunchy, just like apples. Okay, it's something that you enjoy eating. They are very sweet, by the way, very sweet. But you know, with time, the texture will no longer be there. If you pack them, maybe perhaps you store them somewhere, even if you refrigerate them, they have a very poor shelf life. So visit our nursery, come and enjoy the nice fruits that we are having right now. Remember, a kilo of these ones goes for 700 shillings, and a kilo is just like 10 fruits. 10 fruits, okay? Yeah, just like 10 fruits. And you give me 700 or 800 shillings. So it's a good venture. It's a very wonderful venture. So come in the farm, come enjoy the fruits with me. If you happen to order more than 20 fruits, okay, if you happen to order more than 20 trees of peaches, I'll give you 5 kilos of fruits, and I'm going to give you a discount. Instead of selling to you at 2,500 per tree, 2,500 shillings per tree or per seedling, I'll give you at 2,000 per tree if you happen to buy 20 pieces. And I'll also give you 5 kilos of these peaches, so that at least you also taste whatever is it that you're planting. Yeah, something that you enjoy eating. But for those ones that their delivery takes more than 2 days, I feel sorry for you, because they won't taste the same again. But if you are within Nyeri, Nairobi, or where you can maybe happen to pass by our nursery, you enjoy the sweetness of this fruit. You'll definitely enjoy the sweetness of this fruit. So if you want to order seedlings from us, call us on +254716 189 961, and we are going to deliver the seedlings to you. Thank you.